Hello, everybody. So I haven't filmed in a long time, but my 2-year post-op anniversary just came up on July 11th, 2025, obviously. So I thought I'd make a video about it and go more in depth of my actual surgery process, just kind of the recovery. So I'll be sharing a lot of pictures, maybe some videos, because I took a lot of videos of the whole thing from the surgery day, well, really starting a consultation to surgery day, and then my whole recovery. Thought this might be helpful for anyone either going with my same surgeon or same surgery type, or perhaps anyone who's wondering about just the healing process or complications, because I did in fact run into some complications, but all is well now. Anyway, yeah, so I guess I'll just jump right in. Just for a little bit of context, I was 16 when I got my top surgery. I'm now 18, so, there's a lot of situations needing letters from therapists and endocrinologists. Anyway, but Dr. Mosser at the time allowed people under 18 to get surgery with, a lot of steps. So yeah, my surgeon's Dr. Scott Mosser. I got Keyhole, and this was on July 11th of 2023 now. So yeah. Starting off with my surgery day, I had surgery scheduled for 7:30 a.m., which was a little bit difficult for me because I'm a thirsty person and you're not allowed to drink or eat before surgery. The food part wasn't really an issue. I was a bit hungry, but I usually chug like a liter of water in the morning. I'm always thirsty. So, I'm going to the hospital, really excited, obviously. I had my cute little outfit going with the button up and my Crocs I think I was wearing. And getting there was a little bit funky. I went to Sutter Hospital because Dr. Mosser's typical operating room area was under construction. So anyway, I'm thirsty but happy, and the reason I keep bringing up the thirst is because the nurses had a very hard time getting the vein in my hand. They had to try 3 times to get other people to try it, which was uncomfortable. They ended up giving me some water because I was just too dehydrated for them to do the vein. Anyway, they got the thing in, and then I was just kind of left there to chill for a little bit. Eventually, Dr. Mosser came in, did some markings and stuff, which was cool. And then eventually I was rolled into the surgery room and put on the table. I saw the nurses and whatnots, the assistants around. They were all wearing very colorful scrubs and they seemed excited, which was nice, I guess. And yeah, the anesthesia going in my arm, that kind of hurt, which I didn't expect. It felt like a big aching and cold sensation going through my entire body, and then kind of dozed off. It felt like just falling asleep. It wasn't I didn't remember when I fell asleep. I was okay, my eyes are really heavy now and I'm sleeping. So waking up, I don't have that many memories of waking up. My first memory, I think, was being in my parents' van. They were taking me home. I was texting my friends saying that I was good. And yeah, I got home. I felt pretty good, no pain. I got to drink water, which made me happy. And yeah, I just hung out at home. My friends came over. And funny thing, I did end up going to 7-Eleven because it was free Slurpee day, because July 11th is the month 7, 11. So I walked to 7-Eleven a couple hours post-op, got some Slurpees. I saw some other friends at 7-Eleven, and it was just kind of funny to be hey, I just got top surgery, because they're also non-binary. And anyway, that was fun. Maybe not the best decision, but it was fun. And a little side note, before I went to 7-Eleven, so I don't think it was the 7-Eleven trip that caused this, I noticed some uneven swelling just looking down from the post-op binder. There was a little bit of swelling on the left side, the top left side of my chest, and which was slightly concerning, but I was okay, I just got surgery, swelling's normal. But yeah, I don't know, the first week of recovery was pretty easy. Not a lot of pain. I was taking the strong ibuprofen, but I didn't need any of the stronger stuff. Just kind of felt like a sunburn if I touched my chest on the top, near my collarbones, but other than that, there wasn't a lot. The post-op binder did not fit me very well. It was just a wrap, and it was kind of sliding down, and I had to hunch and kind of tilt sideways in order for it to not fall down. Probably because my my shoulders and upper body, like my lats, are a lot wider than my waist, so it's like a tube-shaped thing. It's kind of meant for your stomach, so it did not fit very well. Let's see. So I did deal with a little bit of dizziness, especially when I would. I don't know if I was supposed to do this, but I would take some like binder breaks and like just look at my chest. Like I had drains and everything and coverings, but I could like kind of undo the Velcro and just kind of like open it up like this and just like be like, whoa. And yeah, I did notice the swelling. I didn't really think it was a hematoma at first. I thought it was just uneven swelling, which, you know, is a sign of a hematoma. I think that's like a telltale hematoma thing. But anyway, I got pretty dizzy every time I would like look at myself, probably because I was like seeing my body in a weird state, like with tubes coming out of me and they were like bloody and stuff. So yeah, that was weird. I almost passed out a couple times, or at least it felt like it, but I would just sit down. I'm not sure if this happened that much in the first week or the second week. I don't know. Anyway, I was happy. I a few days after surgery, I tried to walk to Starbucks, which is like a 10-minute walk, and I still had drains in, and I did that by myself, which also probably wasn't a good idea, but, you know, I don't know. I did get dizzy and, like, I was just out of breath, but instantly I just noticed that, like, my dysphoria was gone. Like, it's such a big difference instantly, like, and I still had a huge chunky binder on, but I just knew that I didn't have a chest anymore, and I was just happy and confident. Anyway, when I finally got to Starbucks, I was discovered by my friend and his dad, and they gave me a ride home because I was not feeling too well. So that was a little funny. Yeah, and I had like a shoulder tilt this whole time. That kind of went away around 3 weeks post-op. I'm not exactly sure what caused that. Anyway, moving on. On day 7 or something, it was the first post-op appointment. I had been tracking how much fluid's coming out of the drains, and I was like at the right amount to get the drains taken out, which was lovely. I was really excited because this was supposed to be the time where I get the drains out, I can take off the post-op binder, and I'm just like free. And yeah, I got there and a nurse helped me do the drains, which was kind of disgusting, but not painful. And yeah, I could see the uneven swelling. My whole left side was like puffed up, kind of, and a little bit bruised. Not that bruised. Actually, it wasn't bruised. Well, was it? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I was nervous. I had that like lingering anxiety of like, ooh, shoot, like, is this gonna go away? Like, is this a bad result kind of thing? But my right side looked great, so like, I don't know. Anyway, the nurse didn't say anything. She looked a little nervous though, and she went to get Dr. Mosser, and he came check me out, and said that I have a hematoma and needed to schedule a surgery for like the next morning, which I was kind of like, oh shoot, but also like, if this surgery makes the left side look like the right side, then great, let's do it. I wasn't really bummed because I was just happy to be there. My mom was with me, and honestly, I'm surprised how calm she seemed. She was like, just okay with it, I guess, which was a big anxiety for me. I was nervous that she was gonna like freak out or be like grossed out by the whole thing. But she seemed fine. I don't know what she was thinking, but at least my perception of her was all is well, and we'll just do this. So we had to wait there for a long time in the office. We got boba and like free sandwiches and stuff, which was really nice. And yeah, going home though, I didn't have any drains in, and I could take a shower, which was amazing. I didn't really take a shower because I was nervous about like getting water on the incisions, but took a bath, got to clean myself. I was so greasy, oh my god. And yeah, I just had this moment like in the bathroom with the mirror, just like looking at myself, and I looked good. Like the hematoma didn't look that bad. I'll show some photos and whatnot, but just I tried on like so many shirts, or at least the shirts that I could put on without raising my arms, because they say you're not supposed to raise your arms above your head, but honestly I couldn't. Like my mobility was just restricted. But I tried on some shirts and I was just like blown away by gender euphoria. It felt so good. I was very, very happy about that. And I recorded a little video for myself, just for my like post number 2 op self, if I was feeling like down about having another surgery, just being like, hey, you got this, the euphoria is worth it. Excuse me. And yeah, went to bed, kind of comfortable for the first time in a long time. And then second morning, not as early, I think it was like 9, and I did take water this time because I could not deal with being that dehydrated. Had another surgery, same hospital, different location in the hospital though. These nurses were so kind, just like popped in. Oh, one thing though that I remember is it was freezing that day. I mean, it's Daly City in San Francisco-ish area. It's cold there. Children screaming, okay. And I was shivering and like my chest like hurt when it was shivering. Ouch. Second surgery, much faster, less anesthesia. I got consciousness when I was still in the hospital, like chilling in bed. A nurse gave me some ice to chew on. Then got back in the car, or was like wheeled out in a wheelchair, still shivering. That was horrible. And then I went to a Starbucks and I have some funny photos like post-op. And I got a croissant. That was nice. And yeah, the second week was good. I made some like weird suspenders to hold up the post-op binder, which was helpful. 1 second. I'm so close to the camera now. Okay, sorry, I'm just scrolling something. I had my suspenders to hold the binder up. All was well. Feeling better, not a lot of pain. And instantly, like when I got home, I could just see like, it's perfect. I only had a drain on the left side, a little covering there. And I could just open the binder and be like, yeah. I was happy. I took a lot of photos. I had a Cave Town concert the second week, which I went to with some friends, and it was a little funny because I was like at a place where there's a lot of trans people, and I just had like underneath my button up there was like a drain, and I was like top surgery and whatnot, and it was kind of fun to be like, yay, I'm at like an LGBTQ place, and like I'm comfortable that I'm like recovering from a trans-related surgery. And yeah, I mean, okay, once again, this probably wasn't a great decision to go to a concert so early after surgery, but I don't know, I'm young and spry, and had a great time. I'll show some videos maybe. Yes, and then the second post-op, which was 2 weeks, I got the other drain out. Everything looked amazing. I was just thrilled with my results. Like, I came home, I took a real shower, showed my parents, and then I tried on every single shirt I owned to just feel how stuff was without dysphoria, and the joy was unimaginable. Wait, I don't know what word to use. The joy was amazing, just life-changing. Yeah, so that was the post-op, and then after that it was just normal recovery. I didn't have to wear the binder anymore. I kept it dressing like over my newer incision for like 3 days, and then gave up on that because it was painful to like take off. I had a little bit of swelling, just typical stuff, especially around the incisions. But over the next weeks it just went down and down and down, and I just enjoyed my summer, summer, 16 years old with my friends. I really wanted to swim, but I waited a little bit until the incisions were like fully healed, no more scabs or anything. And when it comes to scar care, I mean, it was Keyhole. I didn't really have much scar to care for, but I did some gel stuff for like a month maybe, and I kept it out of the sun a little bit for like a month, and then I just kind of like let go. And yeah, getting back into working out was a little bit tricky, because, you're supposed to wait 3 weeks for cardio and like 6 weeks for resistance training, and honestly, I lost my momentum. I worked out a lot before surgery, but it's hard to get back into it, especially with the excuse of like, maybe I shouldn't, I'm still healing, but I did eventually. It was definitely hard restarting weightlifting. I didn't do chest exercises for a long time, and when I did, I had to go really light because it was hard, and I lost a lot of muscle mass. But, gained it all back quite quickly. And yeah, honestly, I think like most of the swelling was gone by like 3 months. And then building up chest muscle just kind of like shaped my chest really nicely for the rest of it. And yeah, I don't really know if anything's changed since 1 year post-op, or even like 7 months post-op. I felt like I was pretty solid. Other than, I keep weightlifting, doing a lot of rock climbing, building up more muscles, and just really happy with where I am now. So, I guess I'll just kind of show you what's going on 2 years post-op, since I haven't actually updated this in a long time. So, yeah, warning, you're going to see my shirtless self. So she don't want to see that leave. Okay. So yeah, here's my chest now. Side, little diagonal view. Oh, sorry, I'm so full. I just ate dinner. But maybe a little closer. So yeah, there's like, you can't really see any incisions or anything. Like, pec muscles, which I'm quite happy about. And yeah, I don't know. I don't really have any complaints. I could say, like, when it comes to numbness, because that's something that happens with surgery. Let me see if I can lower my chair. There we go. Keyhole's supposed to, like, preserve sensation or something, but on my left side, because of the hematoma, it's, like, all just a little bit numb. Like, I can still feel stuff, but it's not, like, the same as over here. And then one more thing on the hematoma side, like, if I raise my arm entirely, there's sort of, like, a little dent here. Not really sure why. Maybe it's, like, scar tissue or something, but it's not on the other side. Anywho, that's what's happening. I'm grateful to have had the possibility to get this surgery because it's really changed my life and helped me become, like, such a bigger person. And anyway, if y'all have questions, just feel free to ask, unless you're being hateful, I guess. But yeah, hope this helps somebody, and best of luck with life. Bye-bye.